Hey everybody, it's Mark and Matt with Arms and Arms, and if you look behind me, you'll see the JP wall is kind of empty. This does happen from time to time.
It certainly does.
So in this case, there's a couple options, or really not just in this case, but sometimes we don't have exactly what you want. So I thought you could show me how to build a rifle on the rifle builder on JP and how we do that whole process so people can work on it on their own or come in or set up an appointment to work on it with you, because Matt's kind of our resident expert in getting these things set up. So what you're seeing here is the JP rifle builder. And Matt, just treat me like a customer and let's build a rifle together and just kind of go through that process and then show them, where they get the code and everything at the end if they build it themselves. So.
Yeah, so first thing, JP has this really neat rifle builder setup thing on their website. You can go in, you do have to create an account with them, the email address, stuff like that.
All right.
Once you're done with that, you can start playing around with the builder.
Perfect.
You can save as many as you want. So,
okay.
It's a really neat tool. So basically, so I'm going to ask you, what kind of rifle are we looking for? What is it going to be used for?
It's going to be a new outlaw 3-gun competition rifle.
Okay.
So I'm looking for something that'll reach out and touch somebody. I want to be able to beat the crap out of it.
Okay.
I want to be able to lay over large obstacles and get a lot of space. So I'm thinking 18 right now, which is not my normal.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
How far are we going?
Yeah, so we need 600 meters buck and wind out of the gun.
Okay.
And not to say that the 18 is the only way to go for that, but I think the other thing is a lot of the obstacles I shoot on are over big rocks and I'm laid out in bad positions. So I kind of like having a little extra room on the rifle.
All right. Yeah, I like it.
So probably just start with a JP-15, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to do a forged precision rifle.
Okay, cool.
And it's pretty simple. it's all laid out here. It's about the easiest thing you can work with.
Yep.
You will have to select your state. I always select Minnesota because that's where we're building them. They're coming to our shop.
Yep.
And we just move forward there.
Okay, cool.
You do have options for Cerakote. We're just going to stick with a black one.
Yeah, black's good, but if I wanted multicolor or any of this goofy stuff, we could do that as well. So I got hard candy too. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So you can do gun candy, chameleon, solid. You're looking at anywhere between $60 and $500 some dollars for a paint job on these rifles, depending on the option.
Well, let's just go black and black for now.
Yep.
All right.
So,
gun.
Some of these you're not really going to have any options. It's
that's
you can only pick.
Okay. Actually, let me do the Raptor LT.
Yep.
Big ass charging in on this.
Yeah. So you have options here, 3 of them. Most people pick the Raptor.
Okay. Cool.
We're sticking with 223 5.56.
Yep.
Now, fun fact: they are going to show up stamped 223 Wild on the barrel.
Okay.
There's for anybody that might get confused on that.
Cool.
There is some. So we got a couple options for 18-inch barrels.
Yep.
There's light contour and there's medium.
Yep.
Light contour is pretty much the same profile as anybody else's medium contour, so that's what I would pick.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Yep.
And that one can take the thermal if I want it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. We'll get to that one in a minute.
It's black Teflon on the barrel, this one.
Yep. Black Teflon upgrade for $50. You can also do a bead blast if you want.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to recommend that we do the 3-port compensator on this gun.
That's the one.
So, pick that.
Good. That one's 3-gun legal. Mm-hmm. All right.
Now, you can do a blended attachment, which is kind of the standard. It's a JP trademark almost.
Yep.
Is this ever going to be used with a silencer?
No.
Okay, then we stick with the blended.
Yeah. All right, now I want to do a murder dot gun, so let's do the black thermal.
All right, black thermal it is.
All right, that's a $75 upcharge.
Yep, $75 for the black, $85 for the rest of them until you get to the orange.
Okay.
Then it's $130. Now on an 18-inch gun.
Yep.
Now, all depends. Do you like a full-length handguard or not?
Yeah, I want the guard to go right to the end, and I want the rapid config, the lighter one.
Okay, 17 1/4 it is.
Perfect.
You're going to have about 3/4 of an inch of barrel sticking out.
Perfect. Okay.
And we don't need any. Well, you'll probably need a QD. Because some of your
so QD on this for the rail section, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we just put one of those in.
Perfect.
Because odds are you're going to sling that rifle at some point.
I don't want the stock or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
None of that. Yep. I'm pretty simple when it comes to those things.
Yep. Now on the gas system.
Yep.
You got two options, a couple of options. One is infinitely adjustable. The other is detent adjustable. It's almost 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Most people are picking the 2-piece now because of the simplicity.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
That works. Okay. That's black. Cool. right.
Now, for a 3-gun rifle, I am going to suggest a low mass carrier.
Okay.
You have 2 options. You can get it with QPQ finish or polished stainless. Since it's a murdered out gun, we are going to pick the BC3.
Yeah, I actually don't want the low mass. I'd like the full mass carrier in this gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a personal choice.
All right.
Yep.
So we're going to do full mass.
Cool.
And with that... So, and then some of the options you'll run into here, again, you won't have any. It's forge receiver for a JP15,
Okay,
and that's
yep.
just it. You can pick laser marks out. I'm guessing going to keep it simple.
We're going to keep it simple for now. Yeah, perfect.
But you have like 10 or 15 different options there.
Standard latch.
Standard magazine catch.
Yeah.
What stock do you like?
Okay, good. So we got all kinds of options here. They've got the Hogue, the MFT, Magpul. Keep going down. Okay, I think on this one, I'd like to do the. Do they do the UBR in black? Do they have that in stock?
Yes. It is right here.
Okay, cool. Let's do that one on this one.
A UBR.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, they have a full line. Oh,
Actually, go back. My fault.
Yep. Here we go
I actually,
back.
you know what I really wanted to try? I've never had is roll down. I've got other stocks if I need to swap it out. I want to try one of these, the fully adjustable. What I can't remember the
PRS.
The PRS. Yeah. Ooh. That one. Sorry,
Okay.
I just screwed everything up.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you click on any of these, it'll just open it
up
in
the
a new
window.
tab.
Okay, cool.
Another fun fact, do
Yep.
not use the browser control buttons.
Okay.
It will boot you out of it. You have to use the control buttons inside
All right,
of the
good to know.
builder.
All right.
All right, PRS Gen
Black.
3
Yep.
black.
Yeah, and if I decide that I don't really need this I mean, this could end up being like more of a sapper for me too. If I.
The only problem here is if you're going to be swapping stocks back and forth with the PRS, you
Yep.
are stuck with a rifle too. So
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. Okay, cool. And the Hogue grip's good for me. I love their Hogue grips.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Definitely, I'm doing a silent capture spring.
Okay. You want standard weight or an H2?
The standard weight's just fine.
Okay. Yeah, that will work for most people.
Yeah.
3-gun.
Yeah. Okay, and then I want their standard JP trigger. I love that thing.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Mine too, actually.
Yeah, it's a great. And then competition recreation pull, so 3 to 3.5 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
as you can see, there's several different options there. Most
Yep.
people are picking the comp
Yep.
recreation.
Um,
Ambi safety.
so right side safety. Let's just do the ultra low. I don't use it very often. I kind of want it out of the way.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Left side, we're going to stick with the standard.
Correct. Yep. All right, and then
And-
colors, leave it all black in this case. Although I do like the colors. I don't need any magazines right now or base pads.
And you can select a wide range of optics.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get good for now. I think this is gonna end up with the new 1 to 8 from Vortex on it when it's all said and done.
1 to 10.
No, the 1 to 10. That's right. Excuse me. Yep. So.
Yep,
next.
that's the new one.
Yep. I don't need a mount. I'm gonna do Vortex mounts as well.
Okay.
It's just a personal preference. Although they do look really good with their.
I use the JP mounts.
Yeah, go ahead. Which one would you recommend for this?
I would just stick with the standard one.
Yeah,
the
let's just do it.
The 30/1.
Yep.
Because you don't need it to be extended.
All right, it'll be my first JP mount.
You're not going to be disappointed.
Okay, cool.
Here we got iron sights
Don't
and red
need
dots.
that on these.
Any slings?
I already have a bunch of slings I'm good with. I think we're good there.
Okay.
Nope.
No conversions. Here you got a bunch of accessories, essentially cleaning rod guides.
I've already got all this
Okay.
stuff, so we're good here.
Okay.
They got a shit ton of third gen.
And bipods, you can get bipods from them too if you choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that as well. I'll do that. I got a little shopping to do around that. Oh, I can get my hat.
And then this, yes, the hat. Everybody's hat. You buy. The only way you can get a JP hat is by buying a gun. So,
Exactly. So we'll take that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So there it is. How'd I do?
Good. So this is going to spit out a build sheet.
Yep.
It's going to have all the pricing. Now in the shop here, what you see here, MSRP. So if you were to call JP, that's what they're going to charge you for this gun.
Yep.
Us here in the shop, we're going to be a little bit different. We're about 3% less, actually. I've got a calculator here, so we're going to be 27, 55, 56.
90.
So that's going to be roughly I would just say $26.75.
Okay, cool.
Maybe even $26.
All right, that's interesting. So a couple things to note about buying a JP through us versus them is you're going to pay MSRP from them and pay to get it shipped.
Yes, exactly.
Correct.
From us, free shipping, no tax if you're out of state.
Yep.
And we're like we said here, we're going to be about 3% less.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. So that's a big difference in this case. It's $100 bucks. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. So there it is. So now what's the next step? So let's just say I call you up and I do this. I got that. That makes sense, right? But if I'm at home and I'm screwing around, I build like 5 rifles tonight because you know, I got a hold of the whiskey or something. I pick the one I want. How do I let you know what it's already there? How do I find it?
I mean, you can do a couple things. You can screenshot this and just send it to me via email. Another thing is if you proceed through here, so we hit next, I'm just going to type in a generic Marks JP15. So that's going to save it.
Okay.
We keep going here. I type in my thing here, wedge autofills, which is kind of nice. And now this is going to submit it to JP for build. It's not just saved now. It's going to submit it. So I'll submit that. It's going to give us a build code here. Right here, this ID code on the bottom.
All right, let me back up a second. So what you're saying is I just literally said, JP, I want you to build this rifle. Okay, cool.
But they will not start building it until they have a confirmation they've talked to somebody at the store or you and received a partial payment.
I got it. Okay, so at this point, my choices are to eat the 3%, go with JP, call them up, make a payment, or to call the shop with this ID code right here.
Exactly.
Give it to you or whoever answers the phone, and we can then hijack that build over to us. We save 3%, we ship it for free.
We can do that.
That's pretty cool. All right, that's the basics. Any other like tips or tricks for us?
Not really. I mean, as far as the rifle builder goes, go through it, play with it, just save them. You don't necessarily need to submit them. And then give me a call at the shop. I love talking JPs over the phone.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do it all day long.
Very cool. So that's the deal. So if we're low on rifles, which happens occasionally, like right now, or if we just come in here and you find look, I mean, you find a rifle that's very close to what you want. You could also grab Matt and just go, okay, let's do a build that's perfect. What we can't do is augment them once they're in the build process.
That is true.
So we can't just jump in halfway through a gun that's 12 weeks out and swap a bunch of stuff out. That just doesn't work. So you do need to build a custom at that point. Right now, what are we running on JPs for build outs?
6 to 8 weeks for black guns. If it's Cerakote, we're going to add 3 to 4 on it. So that's 10 perfect. To 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 to 8 weeks if you want to order it from scratch. If you want it colored and pretty, then you're looking at 10 to 12 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks. All right.
Exactly.
Perfect. So check all these out at armsandarms.com. You can find JP right in our top brands or just through the brand finder. And man, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you.